I'm about to take you on an Instacart ride along with me. I started Instacart back in October 2017 and it jump-started my debt payoff journey, and now I've been able to pay off over $45,000 of debt, and it all started with Instacart. Hi, I'm SHANA of the Wealth Vibe, and in this video I'm going to take you along as I shop for Instacart, and I'm going to share with you some tips and best practices to shop with Instacart. And the great thing is, if you are in debt or if you're looking to gain some extra money, Instacart is the perfect way to do that, because not only can you pick up money on the side, but they have this awesome sign-up bonus where you can earn up to $1,250 by signing up with Instacart by using my link and then completing anywhere from 10 to 55 batches in a few weeks, and then they'll actually just deposit up to $1,250 in your account, in addition to the money that you've been making on a weekly basis with Instacart. So if you're ready to go on this ride along, stick with me. I got my first Instacart batch for the day, and the batch will pay out about $13, and the order consists of about 8 items, and it's at the local Aldi, which isn't too far away from here. Now I'm about to head over to Aldi, where we'll shop that order and make some money. And as I'm shopping, I'll share with you some tips and tricks that I have for you that will help you out dramatically as you are shopping with Instacart. Sometimes the replacement that you want to make is not in the system, and so you have to manually enter in the replacement items. So typing in the item, either check the price, so per unit, $1.29. Sometimes you can't find a replacement item because you don't know what is a good replacement. So you just say you can't find the item, and then it shows you a replacement in the app. So this one is telling me the Black Angus Choice Cube Steak. So now I'm going to look for that. Sometimes the customers are not at home, and you'll try to call them or text them, and then also in the app there's a way to notify the customer directly through Instacart, but then sometimes that also doesn't work, and technically you're not supposed to leave orders unattended unless they give written permission. So in that case you have to call Shopper Happiness to find out what to do. And so right now I'm on hold with Shopper Happiness trying to see what they tell me to do about this customer's order. While I was on the phone with Shopper Happiness, the customer actually texted back and said that she wanted the items to be left on the front porch, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave them there and move on to the next order. Right now I'm waiting for an order, and when you are waiting for an order, it's really a good idea to look for the hot zone areas. Those are the areas where there are a lot of orders in that area, because they have a lot of Instacart ready shops, or there are a lot of customers living in that area. And so on the map you'll see some red areas, and those are the areas that you want to go to, where it'll tell you that there are a lot of orders waiting for you. And I will say that this map is not really live like right now as I'm speaking, so people might already be doing the orders in that area, but the likelihood of you getting an order is higher if you move closer to that area. So that's one tip if you are looking for an order and you have been waiting for a while. So I just got an order in, and it is for $9.64, and the breakdown is a $7.47 Instacart payment with a $2.17 cent tip, and that's really low to me. The order has about 9 items, which is about 15 units, and the driving distance is 5.7 miles. To me, it's not worth it for $9.64, mainly because it's a low tip order and because the driving distance is 5.7 miles. And so I'm going to just let the timer run out on this one and not accept it. You usually have 4 minutes to accept an order. The way to decline it is just to let the timer run out, and then you won't be accepting it. So you really decide when you want to reject an order or not based off of whatever criteria is important to you. So now it comes up with batch skip to help us improve, tell us why. So I'm going to tell them that the driving distance is too long. And that's it. Before you start shopping, grab your cart and everything that you'll need, and then hit slide to start shopping. Before you start shopping, you want to review your list to see what all you need to pick up. And so I see I'm going to have a few heavy items, so like some Cokes and some LaCroix, however you say that. Sometimes customers leave special requests, and you want to look at those first to see where you're going to have to pick those special requests up in the store, because they're not mapped out in the order that you need to pick up the rest of the items. So this person's asking for one flavored sparkling water, and it's showing up at the top of the list, and they want a store brand one. So I'm going to keep that in my mind as I'm shopping, to remember to look out for that one, because it's going to be out of the order of the rest of the items. One key is to learn in the soda aisle what brand of products belong together. So all the Coca-Cola products are on one side of the aisle, and then all the Pepsi products are on the other side of the aisle. So that'll help you to familiarize yourself with the things in the store. You'll want to make sure that you check the expiration date on items to ensure that you give the customer the best items that aren't expiring and will last them a long time. I'm looking for the butter. Where is the butter?
I can actually show you where it's at.
Okay.
I can actually read it. Yes, ma'am. Is there anything else I can put? Y'all have a good one.
As you become more familiar with the store, you'll also become more familiar with the employees, and they'll become a really great resource for you. They'll recognize your face, you'll recognize their face, and they'll be happy to help you out whenever you can't find an item. So with items like produce items and even tissue paper, you want to pay attention to the number, the count in there, because you'll end up picking up the wrong items and it won't scan properly. So pay attention to the count and also, the type of paper that they're looking for. This customer wanted a particular type of naked juice, and I saw that right here it was out of stock. And so I picked up this as a replacement item, and I quickly decided to choose this as a replacement item. I scanned it in the app, and I'm going to put it in the cart. If the customer doesn't want it, she'll notify me in the app, and then I can choose another one if they suggest another replacement. But it's better to just make a replacement right away to save yourself on time, because most of the time the customer is going to go with the option that you chose. Ultimately, if the customer doesn't want the item that you replaced, you can just leave it up at the front with the cashier. Okay, so I am done shopping, and you want to quickly exit out of the app by saying that you want to review changes and that you have collected all items as soon as possible to stop the timer on the app. You want to make sure that as you're putting items on the belt, you put them in the same temperature group. So you'll want to put all the cold items and all the hot items together, so that way when they're bagged, they're all together, and then you don't have to worry about items of different temperatures changing the temperatures of each other. You'll want to swipe the card as they're still scanning all the items, so that way you don't waste time. Now we're off to deliver to the customer. I really like these little mighty handles because it makes it really easy to attach several bags at once, and it makes it easier to carry several bags and lifts off some of the weight that you might get from putting the bags on your hands or on your arm. Another thing is it makes it easier to organize the items in your trunk, and so the items aren't rolling around too much. So you just twist it and then it'll stay in place. I'll have the link for this mighty handle down in the description box if you're interested in checking them out, because I found them to be a really useful item while I'm doing Instacart. It's really a great idea to park really close to the park corral so you're not running up and down the parking lot. If you haven't already signed up for Instacart, check out the link down in the description box so that you can sign up for Instacart and earn up to a $1,250 sign up bonus for getting started with Instacart, because it's the best way to jumpstart your Instacart side hustle and bring in a lot of money. So that's it for today's ride along. And if you're interested in checking out more tips that I have to share about Instacart, check out the video next to me, and I hope to see you in the next video. So remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell.